We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Don't be too loud, because we're back.
We were supposed to go over to
Sports
a kitty
house?
stall. Dogs. Wrong.
We're going to go upstairs.
Nope. That's Minnie. It's probably this one right here. Get out of here.
I believe we're going... Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, it is a pet store.
You know what? I give up. I'm dying because we used the med kit, and I need that med kit.
Try again. Just try again. It's sort of like, if you think about it...
Oh, I should figure out what I have to do so that next time I can just do it.
Leave me alone.
Anyway, we found the thing that we missed, which was putting that in that cage.
Yeah, we gotta put that in there, because that creates the third-
final reminiscence.
Final reminiscence.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
21st night, September. That's how it's sung. This song. Look, don't get on our case. We're no Demi Adijuibe.
25th night of September?
21st.
Yeah. Yep.
You've seen those videos?
The
The guy that does the 21st night videos? Demi Adijuibe.
oh.
He has done them for the last 3 years. It's like he re-edits that song to just be about the 21st night of September. And like does a dance to them.
That's funny.
I'm surprised you haven't seen those. They're very popular
I'm
on that one day.
I think I have seen one.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one is the best one, but the most recent one, which is the fourth one, is second best. So
we ate. We're filled. But I'm
talk about what we
reloading.
ate?
I'm reloading the same save file I loaded when we started, which means we literally have not made any progress. And
we made
is
tons of progress.
10:30 at night, and I have to be up at 6, and I have to drive home for an hour, and we need to clean all this up when we're done.
No, wait.
And
I thought that you were calling out.
stressing. Well, I mean, I can, but I also don't want
just have to make the... If you make the decision now, the weight that will be lifted off your shoulders will be enormous. Because you're just going to spend the entire thing stressing out, and then you're going to end up calling out anyway, and then you spent all that time stressing out for nothing. You take a breathing exercise?
I'm calling out tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, wow. Her shoulders just immediately lifted up like an enormous weight had been taken off of them.
I'm unweighted.
How do you feel?
Weightless.
Yeah. It's good. The decision to not go to work for essentially no reason is one of the greatest decisions any single human can make.
One of the greatest feelings that you
Yeah.
could possibly feel.
Fuck it, I'm not going to work tomorrow is the greatest thing of all time.
The switch from knowing you have to go to work in the morning to suddenly knowing that you will not be going to work in the morning is
There's no greater feeling.
there is no greater
And
feeling.
I think that says a lot about our current system.
It also says a lot about you and I.
Everyone is like this. No one is not like this.
No, that's true, but I think you and I are the type of people that especially get that. I mean, obviously everybody likes to not have to go to work, but
Well, but I think people...
oh, and I've gone the wrong direction. But it's okay because I'm calling out of work tomorrow. Huzzah!
Which means Silent Hill is good now.
Which means we're gonna sleep on those mattresses that are stopped against the wall right there.
We technically could sleep in here.
We actually could. That'd be amazing.
spending the night in the haunted barn. I think Isaac is making dinner for me, so I should not bail on dinner.
Tomorrow?
No, tonight.
Tonight?
Well, he's working until 1.
Oh, yeah, you guys live a life. Wow.
Everyone alive lives a life.
No, it's just the idea that you would just say, I should be home for dinner at 10:30 is just, kind of amazing. Like, at 10:30, knowing we won't be leaving any sooner than, 2 to 3 hours from now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you have your whole own jug? Sorry,
I went to Whole Own Jug, and I got a Whole Own Jug.
Keith and I decided we're starting a new bit. We're stopping Let's Plays. We're going to start a new business. Open a store called Whole Own Jug. We just sell gallon jugs of different beverages, and you get your whole own one.
Not just beverages.
Oh, yeah. Baked beans.
Anything you could put in a gallon jug, you can get a Whole Own Jug of. Dry goods, rice, Whole Own Jug of rice.
Duck fat. That's your whole
duck
own,
fat is great.
That's your whole own jug.
If you've got a couple extra bucks to burn at the grocery store, get some duck fat. Goodness, what a great thing to cook stuff in. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I think you made me a thing and you cooked it in duck fat, right? And it was amazing?
Yeah.
What was that? I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was though.
You get your whole own jug of Kool-Aid powder, not Kool-Aid, just the powder. You have to drink it.
Oh, you do. Also, you do have to drink.
You do have to drink it. You have to drink it.
There is no sharing. It is your whole own jug.
Yeah, you can't share. It's your whole own jug. Your whole own jug of barbecue baked beans.
You can't take it home. You can't take it whole own home.
But
it's honor system.
It is your whole own jug. That's true. It is definitely honest. You cannot. Listen, it's hard out there for small businesses. And Kaisak keeps slowly turned towards the mic I have something to say about this. It's hard out there for small businesses. We're trying to make ends meet. And so honor system, everyone needs to buy their whole own jug. You can't share jugs. That's
and
not
we actually do have
model.
a special on whole own jug of ends meat.
Where's my whole own jug? It's all the way back there.
Do you want this tea?
Oh, sure.
It's a little hot.
What did you think I meant when I said I was a tea girl?
I thought you meant that you wanted to sip of that tea. Is that what I thought you meant? How's your tea?
It's good. Wait, you took a sip of that tea earlier and you were like, you were like different.
I was like, that's
interesting.
Yeah, I think I said that it was different.
It's very... I actually, compared to most of the teas you give me, I like this one quite a lot.
Really?
Because it's smooth, baby.
It's very smooth. Shupur is known for being incredibly smooth. This is a tea from White 2 Tea with a horrible name. Yeah, laughing at?
It's, isn't that who directed Thor Ragnarok?
That would be a funnier joke if I knew who directed Thor Ragnarok.
Taika Waititi. It's Tico Y2T. What did you say?
White 2T.
White 2T.
Yeah, I don't know the story behind the name. I know that guy ran a tea blog or still runs.
Not Taika Waititi.
Pseudonym of Two Dog. So I think it has something to do with his name, White 2T, like Two Dog.
Is that? Well, he's
T.
from Fallout 2, right?
But my only other guess is that he's a white guy that drinks tea. I don't know what it's not I don't think it's a good guess. I hope it's wrong. It's a very stupid thing to name your company based on basically nothing.
This might be my favorite tea that you've ever served me.
Wow.
I like it a lot.
Can I tell you this though? This is a lot of people's first favorite tea.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, the tea is called Lumber Slut. I'm glad you like it because I never did. The reason it's called Lumber Slut is because it's a tea that was blended specifically to highlight the woody, piney characteristics of shoe
So
porn.
it wasn't. I'm not. It's not really the name. It's more like the
That the
reveal.
name is?
It was the reveal.
Right.
Because you had actually already told me that name before. I had just forgotten that that's what this was.
Yeah. Technically,
just like wow, I really like that. Usually, I'm not a huge fan of this. This is like my favorite tea that you've ever. This is so good. You're like, yeah, it's called Lumber Slut.
So I would say that this is a fairly typical shoe pour. It's not expensive, so I wasn't expecting it to be typical. These actually got sent to me for free with a different order.
This is what happens when you're big in the tea YouTube game. You get free teas.
No, I paid for the tea, and then this came with it was a box. They have a tea club where they send you tea every month, and the tea was 100 grams.
It was a pressed teener. They send it out to everybody in.
Well, the tea was pressed, so it was pressed into a brick. Is that what you meant?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's.
Oh!
I knew that I was getting 100 grams of a shoe pour called Pretty Girls, which I really like. And with it also came 50 grams of a different pour and then a couple little balls, the lumber balls.
Yeah, I saw the lumber balls.
Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, Keith had. What the fuck? Get out of here! Did you see that? Did you hear that?
I heard the.
It didn't play out entirely, but there was a subtitle. It said, "I'm watching you."
Oh no! I don't like that.
Now I have to look. Wait, no.
Yeah, anyway, because this is a tea with virtually no astringency or bitterness at all, just as a category, tends to have none, and because of the fact that...
I'm always watching you.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I'm always watching you.
Yeah, it's great. The only good stuff in this game happens in the room. The room is the only good idea in the room.
And it's on the box,
and
too.
all of it only comes like 75% of the way through the game.
Sink on.
Yep, there's blood in the sink.
Careful,
and
we will get hurt in
there is blood in the sink, and not the way that usually means.
Also, be careful not to get too close to any of the cool stuff, because it will hurt you.
It will hurt you to get close.
So
to
don't go
stuff.
look at it.
There is actually some kind of logic to that, right? Where like it stops being scary if you can just walk up to it and like take a look.
Right.
Wow, just 11 blissful hours we've spent in the world of Silent Hill 4, not including reloads.
Do you want to hear about how they make this kind of tea?
Go ahead. Well, first I would like to say that Keith had a tea ball. Not that kind of tea ball. It was a ball of tea.
What's the other kind?
Like if you're too little to hit a ball that gets pitched to you,
Oh.
so you're playing t-ball.
Yeah, T-ball. Yeah. Oh, we all know and love T-ball.
That's what happens when you're deep into the tea scene is you forget things like t-ball exist.
Yeah.
And it was wrapped up in a little tissue paper package. Like
Yeah,
it
sort
was,
of like a
it was
Lindor truffle.
Like it was a little package of opium that he had smuggled in his rectum.
Oh, so you go to opium, I go to Lindor truffle.
That's not the same. That's not what it looked like.
It absolutely looked like a Lindor truffle. It's a
Fuck
little
you.
ball in a wrapper that was then twisted and tied up. All nice.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Oh, it also looked like one of those like strawberry candies where the wrapper looks like a strawberry, but inside is a hard candy, but inside the hard candy is a goo. Grandparents have them.
Oh,
You know those?
say it again.
There's a strawberry flavored candy that is
Yep.
in a strawberry colored
Yeah.
wrapper.
Strawberry patterned.
Strawberry
wrapper.
patterned also. And it's a hard candy, but inside the hard candy is a
Yep.
goo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah.
We all know the
It
one.
looks sort of like that, too.
No,
but a ball.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
But a ball instead of
That's-
like a lozenge shape.
Specifically, what it looks like is it looks like
So much opium, if that was opium. It's a lot of...
I mean, I don't know how much is a. It was like
What's the normal amount of opium?
that's what I'm
a good
saying. I
question.
don't know what a normal amount of opium is. It was the same circumference as I would say a quarter. It would be like if you spun a quarter so that it was a sphere instead of just a disc. That's how big it was.
No. It's closer
Little
to...
bigger, maybe?
But smaller than
Walnut.
a $50.
Walnut.
Walnut. It's walnut-sized.
Yep. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It looks like specifically looks like the 3D model of the bomb bag that you get in Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's exactly what it looked like. It was like a ball, but then with like a cinched up top bit that was like weirdly too long.
You're obsessed with this ball. Did you have a point, or did
It's
you
the
just wanna
hormones. I'm
explain?
obsessed with balls now.
I didn't realize that was
I'm
a
a-
side effect.
I'm a real
Can't
lumber slut. That is true, though. I am starting to be attracted to men. Common side effect of...
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
I had no idea.
It is true.
Wow.
So hit me up on Tinder. Don't. I'm not on Tinder.
You say that part louder.
I'm not on Tinder. Because I will be on Grindr.
I don't know anybody that likes Grinder.
No, nobody likes Grindr. That's not what Grindr's for.
Shouldn't you like what it brings into your life?
I've never considered that.
Never considered that you should like the results of your actions?
This is all new to me. Come on, Eileen.
What if I did something and after it was good instead of bad? Wow.
Wow. Wowie.
Did we put the cat in the box?
We put it in there.
Nice.
So now we're hearing a clock tick. I'm not.
Also not, but
Probably-
also
probably
this
in
is a
the
little
room.
bit quiet for me.
So we go through the room, down. Yep. Okay.
Ooh, you said the title.
Not the room.
You said the room. A room. Or that room. Funny of.
Oh, listen to all the barky dogs, and there's no dogs in here. That spooks, right? That's a little spooky.
I think that there are dogs somewhere. The guide said there were dogs.
Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
That was not so good.
Come on, Eileen.
There she is. There's our favorite victim.
There's our girl. Look at her. Here she comes.
Plucky but bloody and bruised. Very religious, I guess.
Not
sorry,
by
was
choice.
was there a reason you were talking about the ball? It sounded like it was leading somewhere.
I think it was just leading to it looked like Keith showed up with opium.
Oh, okay. By the way, with the clock room about to come to an end, I would like to say congratulations to everyone. We
Fuck.
did make our first bit of actual progress. And I did say that, the Canadian
Come
way
on.
to honor all the people that had to live in Canada
Listen.
and have to care about those elections.
Listen.
Yeah.
I know what people are thinking when they're watching me struggle with this upside down room. They're thinking, the controls are reversed. That could be tricky, but it's not that hard. You just have to do the opposite of what you want to do. Trust me, it's so much harder than you think it is from watching this. It makes no sense.
Oh, it's super hard.
It is impossible to control.
It's really hard. Well, because it's not the usual reverse controls, because you're also upside down.
And also the camera keeps moving, so it keeps reorienting my controls, which normally makes sense for...
You should stop wasting those bullets. Also, you have to reload your gun.
I should not. Because otherwise I'm wasting my health. Oh my god.
That's not even where the clock is. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
nice.
is it not? Hands aren't moving. Good night.
Come on, Eileen. I'm sure. Do we have the volleyball?
No, we put the volleyball where it goes. Birthday candles. That's what we didn't do.
Oh,
Fuck.
we didn't do the birthday candles. Well, we had this stuff to bear, so I assumed that we did the birthday candles. But it's fine. It means we didn't lose any progress. We just have to do one more thing.
I know. It just sucks.
It fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
By the way, the room in the guide, or the section in the guide for this room, doesn't say anything about it being upside down. No mention of it at all.
Wait. What if we do the last reminiscence, come back, and it's not upside down?
Oh. That would be nice. But I don't see why that, because the first reminiscence was the...
I must return to the last place.
I should leave her here. I should run ahead of her and not let her come with me.
Eileen, stay put.
She'll be right there with me. Oh, okay. Okay.
Careful, the mean ones are in here. Kyla, you said you had like a book and a movie or something? A book, 3 shows and a movie? 3 books and a podcast? Was it 3 books and a podcast? That's way
No,
too
it
many
was
books.
6 seasons and a movie. Yeah, it was 3 books and a podcast.
3 books. Oh, audiobooks.
Audiobooks. Yeah, I listen to them while I'm driving at work.
It's not a problem. I was just surprised that you read 3 books, but I remembered the audiobook thing, and I'm not surprised anymore.
Yep.
You like information. You just don't like holding a book and having to look at it to get it.
Well, I think, the book thing, it's the same problem I have with the with all media. It's like if I can't do it while I'm doing something else, it feels like I'm wasting my time. And that's also for games. Like, I also don't like just playing games either. That's why I listen to so many podcasts and audiobooks, because they're made for...
Strange idea of the value of time.
I'm a strange person. I'm a strange person living in a strange time. Why am I here?
We're supposed to go to the birthday room.
I'm going to save it. So, good news, bad news, Keith.
Yeah.
The good news is, I've been listening to an improv comedy podcast.
Wow.
The bad news is it's not any of the ones you've been recommending me for years.
Which one is it?
I've been listening to Mission to Zix.
Oh,
Lot.
Mission to Zix is fun.
Mission to Zix is great.
Yeah. I as a connoisseur, of improv podcasts,
Okay.
and of comedy podcasts in general, and narrative podcasts also in general.
Wow. So many more qualifications than I thought you had.
Well, it's at the intersection of 3 different things that I have a lot of experience with.
Wow.
And so I am fully qualified, I feel, to say that Mission to Zix is both. By the way, I have recommended it to you before.
What?
Yeah, like a
That's
year and a half, 2 years
impossible.
ago. Like, when the first 5 episodes are out, I recommended it to you.
Wait, so where am I? Wait, where am I going?
Cake room.
That's not a thing.
Where's the guide? Where did you put the guide?
Where'd you put the guide?
I didn't touch the guide. I
Well,
never
didn't
had the
touch-
guide.
You're the guide guy. You're the guy with the guide.
It's right next to both of us.
You're the boy with the book.
It's in between the two of us.
You're the Tom with the tome. You're the Mister with the missive.
I'm the person with the pages. Walter's birthday party. It's
Can I?
it's like B1, B2, something like that. It's this one here.
Okay. Not seeing any mention of birthday candles.
Put the cake candles into the cake and pick up the final key. Do we have
The person in charge of bolding the item names fucked up on cake candles. They didn't bold it.
Yeah, they didn't bold it.
Here, you can put the cake candles into the key, and that's what it was. It said, put the cake candles into the cake and pick up the stuffed cat, and you assumed that the cake candles were necessary to get the stuffed cat. So if we had the stuffed cat, it meant
Because
we
it's
already
not
did
bolded.
the candles. Yeah.
Adam Dietz.
Adam Dietz,
Adam Dietz,
you
fucked
are
us.
dead to us.
I'm glad we did all that work to figure out who did the work to write this book so that we now know who fucked us.
Adam Dietz is not giving amazing directions here. Okay. ¿Por qué, Señor Dietz?
Okay, Adam Dietz might not be giving amazing direction, but this is the very end of a book that says every little thing that is in a game that we found impossible to even play, even cursorily.
He is dead to me.
I'm going to give Adam Dietz a little bit of a break. Break his arm.
Break his neck.
Break his leg. Break his neck.
Okay.
Um,
I think I have to go back to that shitty room with the mean wheelchairs. I don't like that room.
yeah, we all hate that room.
Though you know what?
What's up?
What's weird is on the map there's like little silhouettes of the enemies that are supposed to be there. Oh no, okay, I see the chairs. That's a different room. Thank God. Okay, we're good. Or I think we're good. Maybe we're not good.
I think we're not good? Oh my God, I'm losing it.
Good.
I'm so scared. Are we good or are we not good?
We're not good.
Good or not good?
We're not good.
It'll say cake room on one of the things. Stuff
No, I
that-
see.
that's
I'm trying to
cake room.
figure out how we get there.
Level B1 to B2. Well, let's see. Let me see. Okay. Nope, see.
Don't touch it. Oh. Oh, here you go.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
So Mission to Zix.
This guys, there's just a lot of emotions coming out because we're at the end.
I know, it's a long time coming.
This game sucks.
We've played, 12 hours of this game over the last 3 years?
More than that.
How much more?
Well, our save file says 11 and a half hours, and we've already played for like an hour that we didn't add on to that save file today.
Oh, that's true. So we've got like 32 episodes or something like that, and those episodes range from like 20 minutes to 50 minutes each.
Let's call it at least 13 hours.
Minimum. I think it's probably closer to 17 or 18.
Those are some sounds. Again, good sounds. It's all too little too late.
Yeah, can you actually turn up my sounds? Perfect. Wow.
You can really hear the warble.
Burbling.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the door hinge. What a detailed... I think I like this game. Now that I'm thinking about it, is this the cake room?
This is the cake room. Ah, I can hear the sound of a clock from somewhere.
Nailed it. And that was almost painless.
I don't know that I would use that phrasing.
Wow, this sound of a clock sucks. Does not sound like a clock. Is pretty annoying.
Yeah, not like that weird white/red/pink wall that's warbling at me. Ah! Come on. Fuck off.
Mission to Zix.
Save after every bit of progress. Mission to Zix.
Mission to Zix.
Mission to Zix.
I think it's both I think it is the best of that genre.
Okay.
Of the like
Of the,
narrative
like-
improv shows.
Yeah, like you'd call it like semi-improvised, probably.
It is semi-improvised.
Yeah.
It's improvised in the same way that Super Ego is improvised, where they improvise a scene and then they go back and they go like, how do we?
Yeah, I think they start with a general concept for an episode. Ooh.
The thing that the best thing about that show, the sound design is incredible.
The sound design is incredible.
It is so well done. Detailed.
They have tons and tons of sound effects that they add to it after the fact that really make it come alive. And
it brings it to life.
As somebody who has done some light audio production, I was extremely impressed and was not at all surprised, but was somewhat dismayed when they said that every 45-minute episode of the show has about 80 hours of post-production done to it.
Jesus
Yikes.
Christ.
Jeepers Christ.
And they had a Patreon format for a while, and they recently got they recently joined up with Max Fun.
Yep.
And I kind of feel like they probably should have kept their Patreon.
They probably should have kept their Patreon,
I
but
think that whatever fucking temporary gain they're gonna get from being part of a network will soon be outweighed by having to be a part of a network.
Yeah.
I'm actually...
But who knows? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. That is a Mission to Zix thing.
It is. So you've got to the final episode of that with that character?
As far as I know, I am fully current.
Oh, all 3 seasons?
I'm not sure how much of the most recent season they did.
It's done now.
It's the third season.
The third season is
done.
Yeah, and I have like a couple episodes left to get. I love it because it's it's improv, which is obviously fun. Even though I'm a fun hater who doesn't always click with improv, but I like that it is cleaned up so that even though it's improv, it sounds more like you're just listening to a sitcom. And I like the serial nature. I
If-
like that you like, it's characters you know and love that are continue into each episode.
If anybody doesn't know what semi-improvised means, it's sort of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm style improv, although I bet it actually is more improvised than that.
Yeah.
But Curb Your Enthusiasm,
I actually didn't ever know while Curb was on TV that it was semi-improvised.
it's
I
more
thought
than
it was,
semi-improvised.
I thought it was just scripted.
It's not. It's Larry David writes every episode, and the scripts are about 4 pages long.
Wow.
Which means that about 26 pages of dialogue are fully improvised.
Wow, that's-
or it's all of the pages of dialogue are improvised. It's just a rough outline of the plot
Sure,
points that they've got to
sure.
hit. So I would say that it is very improvised. Curb is, but the thing that
For an HBO sitcom.
for anything on
Yeah,
TV,
sure. For
it's
anything, for anything on TV,
the
absolutely.
most improvised thing on TV besides Whose Line.
Yeah.
And is also about 1,000 times better than Whose Line.
I loved Whose Line when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, I still have a fondness for it. And I think a few of those improvisers are funnier people than
see?
nice. A few of those improvisers are funnier people than that show lets them be. I think.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Stiles and Brad. He's the guy that I mix up with the other guy.
Let me see the guide. I'm done screwing around. I just want this thing to tell me what to do.
Yeah. Greg
what I-
Proops. That's what I'm talking about. Greg Proops.
What I love about Mission to Zix is that even though it is so cleaned up and highly produced, there's still occasionally moments where they intentionally leave in the actors cracking up at the things that the other actors say.
It's not sterile.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm impressed with is how well they brief the guests on
Sometimes the guests come on and it seems like
they've listened.
they've listened to this entire show.
Yeah. Which is rare. I know. A lot of frequent podcast guests don't actually listen to many podcasts.
Yeah, like,
with the exception being like Paul F. Tompkins.
Yeah,
who
if you
sometimes-
listen to a lot of comedy podcasts, it's so common that a comedian comes on as a guest and goes, "I don't really know what podcasts are."
Yeah. The exception being Paul F. Tompkins, who I feel like listens to every podcast. Every time I hear a show with Paul F. Tompkins as a guest, he mentions loving the show, and then he proves it at some point.
There's so much more to this game.
No, there's not that much. That's it.
Look at all these pages that
That's it.
keep
That's the end.
coming.
That's the end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, that's a map.
9.
That's a
10.
map.
That's a lot.
That's
11.
you were counting. You counted 4 pages that I would not count,
Okay.
and we're done with this page almost too. So you counted that one too. So I would say 6, maybe 7 pages. Kyle, can I get you a little bit more of this tea that you liked?
Sure.
Wow. You've got your
I
cup
said I
open.
liked it. Oh yeah.
I know. I'm just surprised. So here.
Are these the same cups you always give me?
No. Well, we used these once or twice. You didn't like them because the cups got too hot.
Yeah, it
but
just
I
seems
think
like a different cup.
we only used these once before, and the reason I brought them out is twofold. You said that the cups got too hot, but I figured in the cold barn it would be a nice time to have the extra warm cups.
Yeah, it worked.
And then the other thing is that instead of bringing a pitcher to pour these into to then distribute them,
You brought your whole own jug.
I brought my whole own jug. No, I opted to not bring one of those and to just like pour back and forth between the two, so that I didn't have to bring a glass pitcher in the car. Anyway, criticisms of Mission to Zix.
Uh-oh.
Criticism time.
Oh, no.
Welcome to criticism corner.
Ooh. Well,
What?
well, it can't be criticism and corner with K's, even though that would be fun.
I would think to do that. KCC is the only logical way to abbreviate those. Pour a little bit. Pour a little bit of water in here. Get a little bit of water going.
This was the advice I needed. The clock door leads to a stairway full of fake doors and vengeful spirits, including Jasper, Cynthia, and Victim 12. Run their gauntlet quickly and don't waste time trying the doors. Only the one across from the stairs on the bottom floor is open.
Adam Dietz, you're back on the good list.
Here you go.
So narrative improv podcasts have a chronic failure.
Uh-oh.
Which I do want to say that Mission to Zix is better about this than any of the other ones that I've listened to.
What are some of the other ones you've listened to?
We've got the Night Vale Show. You've got Hello from the Magic Tavern. Shout out to the Hello from the Magic Tavern guys for the time that I was complaining about this on Twitter, and they name searched and added me all upset that I criticized their show. Fuck you guys.
What a dirtbag thing to do.
Yeah, also bragged about having heard that Friends at the Table was a good show. Like that was going to do
when
anything.
I've heard Friends at the Table is
Well, I
good.
think that
Can't believe you would dump on us like this.
I think one time they shouted us out as having heard that the show was good when they were doing a list of shows like theirs to talk about. Oh, I forgot. In that list of qualifications for improv narrative shows, I also do an improv narrative show. I forgot about that.
I'm letting Eileen get close. Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. So the guy, the main dude, because they work at This is one of the guys that does the Jackbox pack.
No!
Which is very upsetting because I do like his work with the Jackbox stuff. I was a fan of his, and I did, I did think that show was pretty funny, but I was complaining about this thing that I haven't mentioned yet. You didn't miss it. And he added me and was like, I heard your show is good when we shouted it out on our show. And it's like, yeah, well, I listened to 100 episodes of your show. I know what I'm talking about.
Boom.
So fuck them. Listen to it if you want. I don't mind.
Did you say that to them? Or you I listened to 100 episodes of your show?
Yeah, I said I listened to 100 episodes of your show. I know what I'm talking about.
What did they say?
I can't remember. It was like a year ago.
Yeah.
It was probably 2 years ago. But at that point, I believe I had listened to almost every available episode of the show because I like improv, I like narrative podcasts, and I listen to the ones that are available for me to listen to. But the failure is that they have a tendency to reset to status quo. They'll do a season, and then there'll either be a nominal change or something happens that just resets the show back to square one so that they can just redo the same arc. Because it's very, very convenient to be able to do that.
Right.
And so Mission to Zix does that
a little.
Between seasons 1 and season 2, they essentially, light spoilers, for 10 seconds, they switch sides and just redo season 1, but as the other side.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
And
I mean, I thought it was a refreshing change of pace because it was at least, even though it was changing the window dressing, it was nice to have new window dressing. Whereas some shows just do the same thing forever.
Well, yeah, so, but that's part of why I think they do it better than most, is because a lot of character development happens when that change is over. I think that there's a slightly different political statement that's being made in the switch. The way that Hello from the Magic Tavern did it, which is what I was complaining about. And by the way, this is light criticism that I was making. I made sure to say, these are all professional comedians, and the show that they make is funny, but here's what I don't like about this kind of show. But what they did was they teased a huge
Magic Tavern you're talking
Magic
about?
Tavern
Okay.
teased a huge shift for like 15 episodes, and then at the very end,
The joke was...
nope, I guess everything's back to regular.
That
And it
sucks.
fucking was so frustrating.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I you know, like, I can't think of any specific examples, but, like, sitcoms totally do that, too, where it's like, whoops,
Yeah.
we thought it was going to be a whole big thing, but
actually, we'll never mention this again.
it's almost like the universe conspired to make everything
Go
turn out
back to
exactly
normal.
the way it used to be.
And you know, huge like prestige TV does the same fucking thing. Like this is not a thing that is isolated to narrative improv podcasts, but that's just the type of thing that I care most about.
That's just the thing we're talking about.
Yeah, but like, you know, I've talked about this a lot. Breaking Bad does the same fucking thing. Between Breaking Bad season 1 and season 2, the arc of the main character resets back to 0.
This fucking blows.
What's up?
I like have to get through this cramped hallway with the insane Uber ghost that I can't kill, and Eileen has to also get past him.
Serpentine.
Just what a bunch of garbage. What a bunch of horse garbage.
Apples?
Yeah, like apple cores and stuff. Like the metal rings that used to have salt licks on them. They didn't need the extra info.
That was a pretty cool shot. I like that. Seeing the ghost. Kyler's already going back for the guide.
If you haven't already unlocked the bar's back door, do so now.
Anyway, I think Mission to Six is a good show.
I think it's a great
Nice,
show.
totally worth listening to. There's a bunch of TV that is worse than Mission to
There
Six.
absolutely is. There's a creepy child right here on the inside cover.
It's Walter.
No, that's a boy.
Yeah, Walter is the boy.
No, that's just a little boy. No, that's just a little boy. Oh, look at this. Look at this horse garbage in here. The map we get? Whoa, there's a lot. Never mind. Wait. Huh? It's a lot of bees. So
what?
I don't understand what's happening.
I'll say this about Mission to Six. Honestly, cannot get enough of Beano. I think that's so funny. I don't know what it is. The Beano No is the funniest thing. It is so funny.
I just like. Are you saying? Are you
both.
saying you do know or you don't know? Beano, no.
Beano. But it is very clearly situational.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's no context clue to figure out which one he means. It's funny. It's good.
That was like. It's so good because it was definitely the dumbest thing that they've ever done on that show by far, but it just kind of worked. Like, and I like on like season,
The little foot patters is so funny.
Yeah, that's the great part about the sound design is that so they're all sitting around a table improving in front of microphones. So like sometimes a character will just blurt something out that nobody quote unquote realized that the character was there.
Right.
But then the sound design will go back and add in like footsteps of that person coming up, so it sounds like it's really
adds
happening.
like a really great dimension of like you really understand like the size of areas, it says a lot about each character, like how their footsteps sound. Like it's something you wouldn't normally get in an exclusively dialogue-based show.
Well, yeah, one of the characters is a robot, and not only does he just, have, like, voice modulation on to make him sound like a robot, but, like, you hear the gyros of his body moving as he gestures. Like, every time he speaks, it's so much audio production.
Yeah. Just an absolutely unbelievable amount of work.
It really is.
And it shows how...
sorry. ZYXX is how you spell 6.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you want to find
good
it.
point.
I'm just looking at a map and I'm looking at the directions that it says to take, and I just don't understand.
It really draws attention to, like, how... like the history of the internet at every step of the way has gone towards undervaluing online content.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm not a fan of advertisers and advertising and marketing, but I do think that because advertisers and advertising and marketing are basically the only way people get paid for, you know, the stories that they tell, it is so sad that, you know, like, these people should be making... If you're scaling it up to TV, these people should be making hundreds of thousands of dollars an episode.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, you know, obviously not.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, exactly. Just like everything on the internet, even this thing we're doing right now, it is
It's way
essentially
undervalued,
a
right?
passion project.
It's sort of like I've talked about this before, but I think about, like,
Or I should say, actually, there are some things that we do that we essentially get paid a lot of money to do,
Right.
comparatively. But, for example, the Halo Let's Play is so much more work than it is worth to do. But
Right.
I just do it because it's great and I love it.
yeah, and those are also really good.
Yeah, if you haven't been watching our Halo Let's Play because you think it would be boring,
Yeah, hey, listen up.
check it out. Check it out!
All you Silent Hill motherfuckers who, I don't know what you do, just like waste away like a fucking cow skull in a desert waiting for the next Silent Hill video to drop. We have other videos. What are you, like, watch them. I know that for some reason you care more about Silent Hill than anything else in the world.
Anything else in the world? Oh God! Get up! Get up! Get up!
But you should be watching our other stuff.
Let me make a case for the
cow skulls?
make a case for cow skulls. Cows' heads need to be protected, and it needs to be, you know, made of a hard substance that's not going to decay.